Hello dear Dreamweavers, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dreamfeather and this is another psychic reading, psychic love reading. My favorite readings to do. Let's see what Spirit has to say for you in love, la 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 love. And let me just tune into the energy here. I do intend that this reading provides you with clarity, with healing insight, and positive direction to embody your highest path of evolution, especially in matters of love. Tuning into the collective energies, only the highest vibrations may be present here, and I connect with the highest of highest, the Great Spirit, the Great Mystery, the cosmic force that is animating all things. Now, alright, let's see, dears. What is a collective? This is a collective, timeless reading. Whenever you stumble upon my little corner of the universe here on YouTube, rest assured that there is a message here for you. Ooh, this one wanted to come out. Okay, I'm using the Paulina Tarot today. Very fairy-like and whimsical imagery. Okay, Spirit, what does the collective need to know in matters of love and matters of the heart? Please show us clearly what needs to be known. Ooh, we got some good omens here. Okay, what does the collective need to know in love for their highest path of evolution? Evolution. Okay, we got the Sun at the bottom of the deck as well as Justice. Interesting. Alright, dearies, let's see. Interesting. Okay, I'm getting some clear messages already. Well, there is a King of Pentacles here. I feel like this Sun energy could be your energy. Kind of like coming back to that energy of the inner child and doing some inner child work, communing with that sense of trust and openness for life is what I'm seeing. And the King of Pentacles is a very stable, grounded, mature energy. Could be some earth sign in your field or a person of interest, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And this is an interesting depiction because he's like riding this big I don't know what kind of bird it is. It almost looks like a big mythical swan or something, but it's like in wildflowers. And this is someone who could be very wealthy, not only in finances, but in like his character. I see someone who's very refined and like kind of has their eye on their prize, as it were, like knows what he wants and goes after it. Beneath him is the Four of Swords, so this is the need to go within, to reflect and get in touch. You know what, I'm going to turn another light on just to see if the lighting gets any better here. So the Four of Swords is all about going inward, taking a pause, taking a rest. Like, what I'm getting is like communing with the silence within you. The silence and the intuitions and psychic insights that come from being silent and kind of tuning out the external world and going inward. Like, if there's any sort of meditative practices that you do or that you'd like to do, there's many guided meditations on YouTube, but really just sitting in a comfortable pose and breathing. aligning your posture and your spine and feeling that life force energy really coursing through you, and the ecstasy, that bliss that can come from simply communing with your own breath and your own God self in those quiet, silent, dark spaces. So I'm getting this vision of you like possibly sitting at an altar, but really, being in darkness, maybe having a candle flame lit to stare at, to focus and calm and still the mind, so that you get the swords energy, the mental energy right within you, because there is some sort of mental belief or mental pattern that are happening in your mind that need to be reconciled. With the Ten of Swords reversed that came up, the Ten of Swords is about a almost like negative thinking cycle being put to rest. You see how all those swords, and you see the illusory aspect of the swords, how they look almost like illusions. They're piercing this woman so that she can come into a rebirth. And it's showing me that there's could be some resistance around that, or maybe you keep juggling like being in that state of having what you want versus, maybe unwittingly oscillating back to the lack of it and being in that needing, wanting, hoping, wishing energy, which removes you from having that reality that already exists for you in this present now moment. Every reality can only be experienced in the experiential present now moment. And so when we remove ourselves by thinking that we can't have what we want and putting that distance there, then that's all the universe can reflect back to us. So with this Ten of Swords, it's saying don't oscillate and catch yourself when you feel like those old belief patterns coming up of like, I can't have what I want, or who I want doesn't want me, those mantras which really don't serve your highest good. Notice when you're there and truly give thanks to that resistance, give thanks to those doubts coming up. Even if something in the external mirrors something to you that is based on those past doubts or, false beliefs or narratives, give thanks for that too, because that's just the past thought forms playing out, which has no leverage upon the present now moment where all your power resides. So if you can not react to anything that's happening right now and keep coming back to being in your fulfilled desire as your living reality with conviction, no matter what the outer is mirroring back to you, because often the outer is just an expression of the past, and the past is just those, often subconscious ways in which we relate to reality, which are really based on so much conditioning that possibly aren't really rooted in truth. So catch yourself when that happens. Say, thank you. Thank you for showing me this false narrative that was running the script of my life. Now I can dissolve that, see it for what it is, and come back to that conviction that I am presence. The I am presence again creates the whole world of form. It is the only true reality. Your I am statements are the power that creates this whole living dream that you exist within. So keep on coming back to I am peace, love, joy, fulfillment, stability, happiness now. I am in a committed, divine, ordained partnership. I am the love of my life. I am with the love of my life. The love of my life wants me too. What I seek is seeking me. And really there is nothing to seek but that inner imaginal reality, because the imaginal reality is the only thing that projects the outer imaginal dream. So start to see life as very shapeable in that way. And you'll notice that often when you pay attention to how people are behaving outside of yourself, you can often trace it back to, I was just thinking that this would happen. And oftentimes it's unconscious until we use those meditative practices which allow the mind to be still enough to actually catch ourselves and notice, oh, I just had that doubt or that belief, and now this person's mirroring it back to me. You don't have to shame or feel bad about that. Shame yourself about something that isn't preferable coming up, it's actually a good thing, because then it gives you more awareness around what belief was that tied to. So again, fall in love with that resistance and allow yourself to, really be empowered to live a new dream, a dream that is aligned. Remember, if we still keep on doing those same things that we've always done in the past, that's all we're ever going to get. So it really is hopping to a new timeline energetically by changing your beliefs, allowing your emotions to course through you. Just when they come up, it's a good thing, even if you're feeling bad. Allow that. Don't put any resistance there. Accept it fully. You'll see that it's alchemized, and then behave from the place where you have what you want already. That's what I'm getting with this 10 of Swords and this 4 of Swords. So the 4 of Swords is about going within. It's about blocking off the senses of the external world and communing with your inner reality that you hold as true, because that is what, is going to be created in the ever unfolding present now moment. Because we are those magnets that, from the frequencies and the vibrations that we exist within, we become magnets for like experiences. So we really have to keep on refining what vibrational set point we are existing in so that we can align with preferred timelines. So again, going and meditating. Maybe you do a guided meditation if you're new to this. Or you go and sit at your altar in any comfortable position or anywhere that feels comfortable to you, and align your posture. Pull your shoulders back over your hips and your ears over your shoulders. Pull the back of your skull up towards the sky and sink down into your sits bones and your hips. And really commune with just the breath coming in and out of your nose, into your lungs, way down into the lower belly. And feel the divine ecstasy that exists in simply being with the breath. Just allow everything in the external to fall away and commune in that ecstatic nature that you are. Because again, the I am presence, whatever we say after I am, is who we declare ourselves to be and what we become a magnet towards. I am divine love. I am divine union flowering within me. I am divine love now. I am peace. I am bliss. I am connection. I am possibility. I am creativity. So yeah, because I just see that it's like almost, this juggling of like, maybe even within you, maybe you're a little bit scared of commitment, of like this higher love that is here for you, or that wants to also commune with you. But there's something within you that's resisting that. Maybe it's fear because you've been hurt in the past. I definitely can see this, with the 10 of Swords. This could indicate a lot of hurt, a lot of past hurt. But it could be self-sabotage of our own doing as well. Because again, we have to take responsibility for our whole lived dream, And any way anyone ever behaves is just a result of our own inner assumptions and the way in which we commune with spirit internally. So just allowing yourself to bask and live in your desires already fulfilled. There's this saying, I don't know it word for word, but it's kind of like our desires are an answered prayer from God. And it's like our desires are guaranteed. If we can just accept them, truly accept them, and not have any of that doubt or dwindling faith in that I'm worthy of that. Like, you are so worthy of the moon and the stars and everything in between, because you are spirit. You are spirit, like in a vessel experiencing itself. And so you already are inherent richness. You already are inherent, divinely fulfilled, ever fulfilled, eternal fulfillment, love and joy and peace. You are that I am presence. You are that witness, observing the whole world of form, oscillating and shifting shape to the narratives that you assign meaning to. So again, taking your power back to what you assign meaning to. Just because something happens that makes you possibly feel like you're not getting that commitment that you want, or like, possibly feeling, like there's blockages or stagnant energy, like, you don't have to assign meaning to anything that happens outside of you. You can stay with that I am presence despite appearances, and you'll notice that strong faith in what you know is true in your inner reality, and that I am presence will 100% move mountains for you. You'll be able to, transform anything that is occurring into the highest, most optimal timeline aligned with those desires. That, again, we have those desires because we're meant to experience them. We're meant to have a joyful life, but it's really about ourselves giving ourselves permission to experience that joy, that inner union. And it's not really like changing the internal to then look outside of ourselves again and keep checking our phone or our notifications, seeing if, our crush has like reached out to us or anything. But it's more so the fact that when you give yourself to yourself internally, when you give yourself what you seek and desire inside, then you realize you already have the feeling, you already have what it is that you were longing for. And so there's actually no more need to look outside for confirmation, because the inner reality is the true confirmation. And that's what I'm seeing here, like with this Hierophant reverse. This is about like commitment and marriage even, and communing, like feeling like belonging in a group, and going to a higher power for that confirmation and guidance. Really only the divine you can only really ride on the wings of spirit and allow spirit to give you what it is you want through that inner kingdom within. All the great sages and mystics always say, seek not outwardly but inwardly. So going inward allows you to realize, whoa, I actually don't need any validation, acceptance, or proof from anyone or anything outside of me. Why would I ask for proof or validation for something that I already am? Because you are everything. You are spirit. Spirit is animating this whole world of form, and it's almost like a holographic dream, our external reality. So the more that you come into the internal, the more empowered you are by not being fazed by anything outside of yourself. And then you realize, oh, I'm not actually trapped by these swords here. There's actually no opposition and no roadblocks outside of me. There is nothing that is preventing this. It's only myself imagining that, because anything outside of me is only spirit. It's only divinity. But our power as masters, as God, that almost like, as spirit, that almost like we came into the earthly form to forget that we were spirit. Reclaiming that remembrance allows us to realize, oh, I have all the power within me by aligning my energy toward what I really truly desire. What do we all desire as humans? Simply love. So dwell in that love consciousness. Just let yourself bask in all the little ways that the universe manifests as love. It's the flowers blowing in the wind. It's the leaves on the trees. It's the animals that happen upon your field. It's the birds flitting about in the sky. It's the, rock beings and all the elementals. It's the nature spirits. It's the way in which, a child looks at their parents. It's like love is just the only thing that is animating everything. And when we can get in touch with that, we become a lot less like we're trying to strategize how something is going to come about, and we just start to be curious and more observant around how the universe is that divine reflection for what is actually happening in our inner state. And we can always give thanks for that, because it's almost like everything outside of us is constantly telling us where our vibration is at, And even if something happens that is like so out of left field and like something that just feels like, you know, just this resistance is what I'm seeing mostly. This resistance, it's like, give thanks for the resistance, fall in love with the resistance, make the resistance your lover, and you'll find that it transforms. The opposite of resistance is acceptance. So simply accept what is occurring fully, wholeheartedly in your current reality, and look what's here for you. It's the lovers right in the middle of your spread. This is divine union. This is also a choice. So the lovers and the Two of Pentacles, which both came up, are both a choice card. You have a choice here of to turn around and meet your lover inside yourself, to realize I am already whole and complete. I am an androgynous spirit. I am God dreaming itself. And when I can really, truly feel that total fulfillment within me and cease to be in any codependent ways with the external, then the external will 100% usher in this new, beautiful king. Like the person you've always dreamt of and the person who has always dreamt of you. But you have to get out of this confusion, this like ungroundedness. And look, it's funny, the Two of Pentacles, he's even riding the horse backwards. He's standing up on the horse. So you gotta get your mind right, sweetie, and it's really that simple. And that's the good news, is like, you're a conscious creator. And by making the subconscious narratives conscious through subconscious mind work, self-hypnosis, meditation, yoga, martial arts, you know, any way that you want to do some mind-body practice to remember who you are is going to allow this divine union to take place. So hello, if you're new here, I do offer private readings. I also offer hypnotherapy for that deeper subconscious mind work to really delve into the psyche and uproot, you know, those false narratives, those conditioned ways of being that often were formed from the first 7 to 11 years of life. We just take in everything like a sponge at that time, and it kind of just stays in our subconscious mind unless we actively reframe that. So if you're interested in personal psychic readings, hypnotherapy sessions, or shamanic energy healing, because everything, I offer all those services, but I want to say that everything is energy. It is the intent behind all things that then goes and creates the world of form. So thoughts and emotions are both energy that creates worlds. And so, anywho, if you're interested in any of those services, I do also offer yoga. I'm a yoga teacher too, so all that's down below in the description. But dears, you know, I really see also you doing a lot of work on yourself with this Four of Swords. I feel like you already are communing within. You're going through this rebirth with the bat energy there. And it's interesting, this like divine spirit bird is like drawing down from the heavens down into the swords, and it's almost like making your high self intentions, grounding it down into the earth, so that you may walk a path that feels aligned with your spirit, where there's just so much connection within you waiting to be discovered. And you are uncovering that because the Lovers is here, and there's a message, there's a letter. It's interesting because it almost looks like this bird that the King of Pentacles is riding is a very similar, like, I think this one's called a stork, like it's like that pregnancy bird that comes. The two lovers are standing on this other bird, and it has a letter in its mouth. So I think that this King of Pentacles wants to bring some communication, send a letter, and it's really just about like seizing your waiting. There's nothing to wait for. You can wait all day, every day. People can spend their whole lifetimes waiting. You have to give yourself permission right now to be that lover that you're seeking. Because you can only be that perfect match if you can only meet that perfect match if you're being that perfect match. Your perfect match won't be able to vibrationally align with you unless you are truly being embodied in that energy. So I suggest, writing down a list of everything you want in a partner. And then look at that list and ask yourself, how am I embodying all of these qualities myself? Start to go after your passions. Start to live your passions every day, one foot in front of the other. It could be very simple and very small. Do what brings you joy. Do what makes your heart sing. Even if you're maybe stuck in a rut, and like there's a lot of just distractions going on. Minimize the distractions and really focus and regard your energy as sacred, and only say yes to things that are going to pave that path towards that horizon that you're sailing towards. This horizon of love, the divine union of being held by another person, by holding yourself in that same regard. What is that person who is in this divine union? What would you be doing? Often, how would you be feeling? You would be feeling very calm, serene, peaceful. You wouldn't be preoccupied with the future, wondering what someone's next moves will be. You wouldn't be preoccupied with the past or any past heartache or hurt. You would just be so totally content right now, here in the present moment, here with yourself, free to dance, sing, make art. You would just be over the moon. So get high on your energy. Get high on this divine attraction that maybe, I don't know, you could have met this person already. Get high on that attraction, but don't make it so much about the other person. Just allow that energy to cycle through you, and that attraction is your divine essence energy. Allow yourself to be renewed. Constantly renew your mind. Constantly renew your mind with your energy of attraction. Your attraction and your passion towards what really lights your soul up. This is a very interesting depiction of the Hierophant reversed as well, because it almost looks like the Hanged Man in its upright position. The Hanged Man is usually hanging from a tree and he has his head illuminated there. This is an actual tree with his head illuminated. And it's almost too, because the energy is blocked here, right above the Lovers. This is about commitment. So it could be also about divine timing, but at the same time, divine timing only has any bearing upon when you energetically just click one day. You just are in that essence frequency, and it's as simple as that. Time is an illusion. It's simply about when you energetically get your vibration in coherence with your desires. It could be literally in the next second. 100%. But you have to ride that conviction. You have to stay with that conviction that this is so. This is my new reality, and I'm acting from this state now. I'm not thinking of the state, distancing myself from it. I'm not feeling like I have to jump through all these hurdles to get there. I'm thinking from the state, not of the state. So thinking from the state means you're embodied in the state, and you already are that. So thus you cease to seek outside of yourself for it. And you'll find when you do that, then outside of yourself mirrors back to you that confirmation that yes, you are that, and it gives you everything you want. So wow, what a conundrum. I feel like collectively everyone is just truly learning that way of going from codependence to independence to interdependence with all things, by realizing that nothing outside of you is going to fill any sort of void, or is able to give you this love that you want. And we have to give that to ourselves, and then the rest of reality celebrates in joyous unison, almost clapping for you. I'm seeing all of creation clapping for you and saying, oh my gosh, they finally got it. They finally realized that they're the only one being lived in this reality. You are the only thing You are the only consciousness creating the same consciousness. Everything outside of you is just yourself pushed out, because you create everything outside of yourself based on your assumptions. So it's funny too, because once this Hierophant goes up, right, I literally see like all these people celebrating this divine awakened being, because you realize you are the world tree. You are like this powerful elemental being that is connected to the earth and the stars. Your third eye is opening and awakening. The more that you realize that you already are that, you are that divine love, and thus that divine love, because you give it to yourself, is here in your reality, and it's going to fabricate in physical form very, very soon for you, my dears. So let's see. It's about reconciling, coming into justice with the Three of Swords, coming into justice with justice and balance about who you really are. You're not this sad, disconnected person. You're not the despair, the longing, the heartache. You're not, a clouded mind. You're complete clarity, and you are that Libra energy with the justice here. Libra is about, beauty. You are beauty, you are balance, you are just divine perfection. And yes, this pain and this suffering is very real in this dualistic realm, but you get to choose. With this Two of Pentacles, you get to choose, what reality do you want to create? It's as simple as dropping the identification with the beliefs, the emotions, the mental chatter that tells you anything other than that I am presence of love, joy, love, joy, peace, bliss, happiness. It's interesting because I almost said beast when I was trying to say peace. So it's making me think of the devil. The devil can be very seductive, and it can like spin us into all these webs of feeling like shame and guilt and worry and anxiety, etc. We can stay there for as long as we allow the mind to do what it's going to do, because those thoughts are going to come up, those emotions are going to come up, those beliefs are going to come up. But we have to catch ourselves and realize, why am I identifying with something that is finite? These things are finite. We're beyond all that. So when we can transcend the beliefs, the emotions, the mental thought forms, then we can allow it to flow through. There's no need to resist anything that comes up contrary to what we're creating. Let it be, and release all identification with that, and come back to, I am divine love flowering within me. I am that. It is so, and it is done. So, wow, what a powerful reading, my dears. Let's see. I want to kind of get a little more information about who's this cutie coming in for you? Let's see. Who is this connecting? Who is this person connecting with the collective, please, and love? Okay. Ooh, we have Virgo. Interesting. Confirmation of that earth sign. Could be you or your person. Ooh, and then we have Leo. I'm kind of feeling this Virgo is you. Male or female. I read for all genders. He, she, they, and all in between. So Virgo, wow, look at this beautiful goddess that you're coming up as. Oh my goodness, look at you. Oh my god, who wouldn't like just be totally smitten by your energy? I love this. You're so in your power. You're so connected to the earth and your creative like essence. And crystal gazing could be helpful for you right now. Looking, peering inside a crystal ball. If you have any crystals that are calling to you right now, definitely use those and program your crystals. Treat them like allies to help you create what it is that you're creating. Oh my gosh, and she just has this look in her eyes, like just this utter knowance that what she wants is already hers. like, because she is it. And then you become this like irresistible attraction magnet for everything that you want. That is charisma. That is magnetism. Someone who knows who they are and who isn't looking for validation outside of themselves. Because that is like, it's so backwards. Like, looking outside of ourselves is like us asking ourselves if we're good. Like, are we okay? Like, am I good? Like, just tell me that I'm good. But it's like anything outside of you is just you interacting with yourself. So that's why it's very repelling when people do that. And we can pick up on that energy subconsciously. You know, people who are like always wanting validation outside of themselves, or, you know, the attention seeking energies, or even like, you know, this false sense of abandonment and rejection because we haven't fully accepted ourselves could sometimes like repel the people that we have feelings for. But I see that you're working through that. Like, you truly are so embodied in who you are, and you're releasing all need to identify with the external. You're simply identifying with your internal reality, that imaginal state. Our I Magi nation, we are the Magi of our nation, creating the world of form. That little saying is from Bashar. He has some really good channeled videos about using the imagination as the creators of our dream. So this Leo here could be you as well, or your person. I did ask about your person when I pulled these cards, so it could even be that your person is very seductive and charismatic and like so just like I'm seeing like very physically attractive, like wow. They must do some sort of something that keeps their body in shape, and also like very connected with their spirit, and so ethereal as well. This could also be how they see you too. And this energy of Leo I'm really getting for them as well, because I saw a lot of like fiery, warm colors in this King of Pentacles energy. Leo is the fire sign, and it is someone who like leads with their heart, who has made a friend out of the beast, the ego, and those pulling those lower shadow aspects into higher octaves. And wow, it's like very warrior energy that I'm seeing here. Look at that. He's like illuminated with the light, and he has these like tribal face paint on him. And then he's there, could be an ally for this person, the feline energy. Wow, so beautiful. And he really is like the captain of his ship, you know. Leo, they're ruled by the heart and by desire. And I really feel this strong attraction, this strong desire toward you. And I see that with the Virgo energy, you're really focused on making your life more stable and like trying to find some balance and stability with this Two of Pentacles. And the more you get your energy right, your mind right around that I already am stability, I am wealth, I am health, I am love, then that is so. Because what you say goes, your words are your spells. Oh my gosh, we have the fire energy under here too. Could be helpful to work with the fire elementals. I see this like fire fairy with stripes on her. You could be a very fiery person. The both of you could be very fiery. Wow. Okay. I want to pull a couple more oracle cards for you, my dears. Goodness, what high vibrating energy tonight. Okay. What else does the collective need to know and love, please? Especially for assisting with this resistance. How can the collective truly just accept things as they are? Ooh, we have triple spiral. Interesting. I love the spiral energy. So spirals, you can use them, and we have another spiral here at the bottom of the deck. This power symbol is a Reiki symbol. You could be interested in Reiki. The spirit is kind of calling you to get in touch with the Reiki energy, which is like allowing divine source energy to flow through you to heal your own heart, to heal anything in your life. And this symbol is very beneficial for that. So the spiral energy, you could use the spirals because it almost like filters energy in or out. So a clockwise spiral seals in energy, and counterclockwise pulls energy out and disperses it. Triple spiral, listen to divine wisdom and joyfully learning life's lessons. Again, find that joy within whatever you're coasting through in life. It could be even just like, you could be going through so much in the 3D world, or like just so much that comes up all at once. But you know what? You could still have a positive attitude about it, and you can say, this is not happening to me, it's happening for me. And the minute you reframe that, you'll find that yes, the experience actually does flow peacefully, favorably, no matter how dire it may seem. And the power symbol, cleanse, purify, and protect your physical body. That's really important right now. And I see with this Virgo energy, Virgo is all about our daily habits. It's about the little things that truly make up the essence of our being, from the food that we eat, which then literally becomes our cells for the next 7 years, or like, you know, our habits about how we sleep, how we eat, how we, you know, hydrate ourselves, our screen time, etc. All of that like plays a vital role into what it is that our life becomes. And so, oh my gosh, wow. And then under this, I just noticed we have happy love, a joyful, stable partnership, and good friends. Isn't that all anyone wants in life? You have that now, my dears. No matter how the external appears, you are that. So I just love this so much. There's just so much like love that's coursing through me, and I know that that is just the energy I'm picking up from you, divine beings. So you are protected, you are strong, you are faith, you are conviction, you are that warrior goddess who is creating your lived dream by the power of your thoughts. And remember, don't be scared of your thoughts. Don't be scared of your emotions. Let them come up and give thanks for whatever way they materialize as, because the body and the mind, it's like a machine. Emotions are just energy in motion. Thoughts are just, they're going to keep coming up. There's no way around that. Let the machine do what it's going to do, but be that observing witness beyond the machine. Allow the body to have that catharsis, to have that embodied lived experience of what you're feeling emotionally, what you're thinking emotionally, but always bring it back to that I am presence. Let yourself have a little tantrum or a little fit if you need to get past this 10 of Swords or any like disappointment from the past. This is another good one from Bashar. He talks about disappointment, and he says, like, why are you disappointing yourself? You disappointed yourself. You removed that appointment with what you really want by holding that vibrational frequency of disappointment. So notice if you ever feel disappointed in your reality, and ask yourself, how am I disappointing myself from what I really want? And bring it back to love. So my dears, I'm sending you so much, so much, so much heart light and pure divine love on your journey. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. See you on the flip side.